Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hope all is well. I wanted to share this article with you. Uh, Always busy doing something. And this is what I wanted to be part of my financial channel. But I want to go ahead and share this with you guys. And as I upload more, then I'll go ahead and say, okay, guys, let's go over here if you want to check out the financial channel. And it's just not to say necessarily financial advice. I am not serving as a financial advisor. Nothing on that level. Just want to discuss money. Okay. It's all about the money. So, fair use. I get Wall Street, as you know, print. I'm still kind of old school, so I love the actual paper. Yeah. And then, of course, digital. So, if you're traveling, which I will be doing soon, nothing major, just a little getaway, hey, you can still get it. So, says North Carolina gets Toyota battery plant. Why am I bringing this article to you? Life is business. And let me go ahead and read the article first, and then we'll discuss it why. So, Toyota Motor Corp is set to invest 1.25 billion and create 1,750 jobs with a new electric vehicle battery plant in rural North Carolina, according to a public incentives deal approved on Monday. State and local governments offered an incentive package of more than $435 million over 20 years if the project in Randolph County meets investment benchmarks. The new plant, called Toyota Battery Manufacturing, North Carolina, is slated to start production in 2025. The jobs would pay roughly $62,000 a year on average, the state said. Interesting. I'm going to skip on down. Here it says Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and Kentucky have become major players in a region of the U.S. that increasingly dominates auto production. I don't see Detroit there. I don't see Detroit there. Let's read this portion. State and local economic development groups in North Carolina have spent a decade grading land, moving utility lines, and annexing acreage to prepare a shovel-ready 1,825-acre site 25 miles south of Greensboro in hopes of landing an auto company. North Carolina had repeatedly lost out to states with an automaking footprint, most notably in 2018 when Toyota and Mazda Incorporated cited proximity to auto suppliers in Pickett, Alabama for a $1.6 billion assembly plant. Why not Detroit? A lot of those plants are closed up. Why am I bringing this to you? I'm bringing it for a reason. A lot of our people, and this is just to the BC in particular. Of course, I'm sure we've got other people of other nationalities on the channel. Happy to have you here. But I'm speaking to the BC because we operate differently. For all those who don't like a black business, for all those who want a discount, for all those who either rob a black business, as I just saw in yesterday. The second time, I've seen this personally. Some young black men get a shop together that's geared toward, hip hop or urban people or urban youth. Saw how that went. Put them out of business. Why? Because of junior dust buckets. So if we keep killing our own business owners, starving them out or robbing them, that's why you can't get to crap like get to this level of thinking. Do you think? Look at the history of Toyota. Hell, I love Toyota. I'm on my third Toyota. Still got two, and I had one prior to that I traded in. I read the history of it. How the heck can we get there as a people? And we always telling we need jobs. We need jobs. Really, mammies? Well, not when your son is wreaking havoc on the community and on the business community. As for the Dusties and Dustinas, we need jobs. We are killing ourselves economically every day. You think Toyota just got started? Oh, let's see, past couple of decades being around, planning. Look at this right here. State and local economic development groups has spent a decade grading land. Not a decade just doing a whole bunch of talk, but not the walk. Not a whole decade of tearing each other down. A decade of building, preparing for this moment, and knowing the moment is here. What are we preparing for the past decade? Not last week. Spent a decade grading land. Sounds like somebody's been preparing. Sounds like somebody's been planning. Why not Detroit? They already have the plans. So you may need some upgrading. They're starting from grading land, moving utility lines, annexing acreage to prepare. They're going to break ground. That's the plan. Shovel ready. That means break. You get no shovel out. They're breaking ground to build plants there. Why not Detroit? Well, probably as the people are trying to prepare the acreage, somebody probably end up getting shot, murdered, killed, or robbed. So that's one reason. Why not Detroit? Isn't that where America's major plant started back in the day? Detroit assembly line? Why not build back better there? Because you can't. Why? It's so much harm, crime, and hatred there. There is murder there. Little TT is there. Now you see why I say the Mammies and the Dustinas of all races, they make me sick? This is why. Dustina not gonna read this article. The dumb witch don't excuse the expression. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But she doesn't even understand what this means. So what they building there? Yes, and here's the big part about it. The jobs would pay roughly $62,000 a year on average. In a rural area. They're building for their people. You get it? Dustinas? But we can't do that because time we get something started, we can't get along. There's not going to be any support. And this is the only community that robs, steals, and kills from the entrepreneurs. This is what we do. I'm going to do a video today before they have don't forget, ladies, today is the Forbes Power Women's Summit. Okay, so please check your email for the link. I'll be joining in, of course. And then I do have to have one more appointment. So guess what? I will have it on my phone listening in. Okay. But this is why it angers me so when I see another Black person try a business and I try to support it. If I don't need it, heck, I'll buy it. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. I'll take two. Because I get it. I get it. I understand. The jobs would pay roughly $62,000 a year on average. On average. So some will pay more, some will pay less. What are they doing? They're giving the people in that area a lifeline. They're giving them a lifeline. They're giving them money to sustain their families. That's what they're doing. So for all those, we love to see somebody not have a business. We don't want to support them. Man, I tell you, in the BC, we are our worst enemy. A lot of them can't see this. Why not Detroit? They could use that money. That could rebuild some of the neighborhoods. They're not trying to build for you because they already see how the BC operates. They already see that. And in there, it's a bad investment. And people want to take care of their own. Check out the video I did on Patreon. Cultural preservation. We're just doing cultural annihilation. Part of the culture to annihilate somebody that looks like you. Be it on the job, get on fire, cut them off financially, economically, shoot each other down in the street. We're doing cultural annihilation. That's what our culture is doing, to annihilate each other. Got a mini dusty black man, child. You might as well put on that look white sheet and work for the Klan, doing a great job for them. They can retire. And they can do things like this here to starve you out while you do the other part, the stealing, killing, and robbing. So why not Detroit? Plants are already there. Now they're going to start all new. You don't think they thought about planning? Let's try it again. State and local development groups. North Carolina has spent a decade grading land. Looks like somebody's planning. A decade. Getting prepared for it. Getting prepared for it. Not last week, a decade. And there's no guarantee, but guess what? They're getting prepared. People say, one person said to me in the comment section on a video, "Oh, you make it easy when I keep saying about these Dusties, and I have no sympathy for them. You make it easy saying it's hard to start a business. You sure as hell it's hard." She said, "I'm sorry, you're making it sound like it's easy and it's hard." Well, you know what? It's not, you don't know until you go. You don't know until you try. But you know what's really hard? It doesn't seem too hard for Tyrone to try to find a way to commit a crime and rob somebody and then do some hard time. It's really hard to realize you are a super fool when you grab somebody's purse, your second or third strike, and then you facing 10 years. That's not hard. Facing 10 years in prison, that's not hard. That's not hard, and you might have didn't even get 10,000. What is that compared to 10 years in your life? Some for only $5, $50, $2,000. Some fools kill somebody for $3,000. So 3 Negroes going to jail because they killed a man because they thought he had $3,000. So 1,000 apiece, and now they got decades in jail. That's not hard. Excuses, but it's hard to start a business. Darling, I don't mean to disrespect you, but that really sounds so stupid to me. Hell, life is hard. A lot of black people now relaxing and chilling. Not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot, but there are some. If they don't get a paycheck for the next couple of years, they're gonna be all right. Why? They planned, like these people planned here. Of course, we don't want that to happen to anyone. Have to live off your investments. We surely don't want that. We want the money to grow and to create generational wealth. But they plan, and they're not worried about it. So this year, why not Detroit? Definitely not Chicago. Again, the violence. So when you destroy your own community, don't think somebody's going to invest in you. It's a bad investment. Look at the videos I've done before. I've talked about it. One black man saying it. He's young and he understands. Oh, these homes are going dilapidated. Let's try to get my dad. Let's try to buy them and fix them one by one. That's how you keep the property value up, Dusty. Oh, but they beat him up. The black man flipping homes. He's made some money. Got to escalate. The Dusty chocolate drops. The dangerous Dusty see it and they murder him. And this is why it will say places like rural North Carolina, and it won't say Chicago, and it won't say Detroit, and it won't say New Orleans. This is why. Chocolate drops get the block hot. Money's not coming. They don't have time for that nonsense. So yeah, this is why I wanted to share this article with you. Someone's planning. So someone will have a job. The jobs will pay roughly $62,000 a year on average. Again, we understand they're saying on average, some pay more, some pay less, but they're bringing jobs there. Look at our unemployment rates. Yeah. So this is why I want people to, and I know I get kind of in my feelings because it's a major issue. I've had people tell me black and white, why are you worried about it? That's not you. Some white person told me, you're not those people. Say what? It is my people because I'm black. And I'm concerned. Hell yeah, you think? Because I see. I'm not the smartest person, no, but what knowledge I do have is like, I see danger coming. I see more poverty. This is not good. So the next 10 years, what we're doing now, how we're operating now, let's just think about it, the way that we're operating now, what's that going to do for our children in the next 10 years? Look at the children in the next 10 years. how it's going now for us, what's going to be their outcome? What's going to be the legacy? A legacy of poverty, a legacy of murder and self hatred? What's it going to be? Can't change the world, but we can sometimes try and change our world, the people that we love. Love yourself, and you don't have a problem. Someone said to me, "Oh, the way you operate, you like if I'm in a store, I'll ask a question. Oh, thank you, sir. I mean, what the heck?" And I'm like, yeah, I respect myself, so I don't have a problem respecting others. I don't care if it's the man cleaning; he's still a sir as a human being. Yeah, why would I not be respectful? He's a janitor, and he's a human being. What are you talking about? You ask a question, he answer it. Thank you so much, sir. Have a wonderful day, whatever. You always try, well, at least I try to be. So this right here, what are we, 10 years from now, the way it's going, what are we going to have? North Carolina spent a decade grading land. It looks like it's going to pay off. They're preparing, planning, planning. Like I told you, I heard in that movie. What did the man tell those athletes? Don't come in here without a plan. You better have a plan because your enemy definitely has one, and it will manifest itself in your defeat. So, yeah. So just think about it. This will be, they're planning, and this year, they're planning for the people there. They're going to bring jobs there. You think they don't know who the heck is there? I just Googled North Carolina. I think it's like 22% uh, North Carolina. Not sure if that is specifically toward the rural area. Okay. Because I saw two different reports. I'm like, okay. But I want to just kind of share this article with you. Planning. Now they're planning and they're preparing. They're not sitting up killing each other. Which I'm not saying it's not crime, but you understand. I'm saying the people that plan. Now it's paying off. Breaking ground. You think it's going to bring down the property value? You think it's going to bring down the property value? Quite the opposite. So ask yourself, North Carolina, why doesn't it say like Detroit, Chicago, New Orleans, Baltimore? Why isn't it saying that? You want to say, oh, besides racism, well, they're taking care of their own. We take care of everybody else but our own. Oh, yeah. We'll pay more just to go. That's when I hear, oh, it's cheaper. Let me say something. I've seen black people, you can be selling a piece of land for 99 cents, and a white man can say $1.39. They're going to go with that white man. And that's what they do. So I think it's time to have an intervention. Some people need to look at themselves and say, you know what? It's all right. I love white supremacy. I only think white people should have nice things. And just be honest, maybe you don't like yourself as a black person. But if you do that and you say it and speak it, then in the back of your mind it's okay, what do I do now? So sometimes it's good to have an intervention. Yeah, with yourself you can do it. Oh, I'm one of those people I always tear down. I'm raising my son to be a robber and stealer and to steal things and harm others to contribute to the crime rate in the community. That's how you're raising your son? Oh, I like to have children by a thug. Okay. And that's why no one's investing collectively in the BC. So, this right here, thanks for listening. I know I get a little inflection in my voice, get a little passionate, get a little, in my rant. But yeah, so the Dustinas and the dust mites, this is why this won't be happening for this community at large. Mm-mm. These people have prepared, and now they're going to have jobs waiting for people that reside there, more than likely people that look like them. Cultural preservation. Yeah, there's racism that occurs. There's also cultural preservation. There's cultural preservation and cultural annihilation. Which one are you? I'm out.